Hello, I'm Siobhan Oldham and I'm the founder of Azestfor. Azestfor is a dog supplement company based here in sunny Southern California. And of course, I have Mozart here today and he's coming for a big cuddle. And he's a 10-year-old Weimaraner, and he's like my best friend, and I'm sure with you, your dog is your best friend as well. And I know I said I wanted to talk in the title about gut health, so let's get started. So gut health is one of our products that we have, and it's a natural solution for supporting dogs' digestive health. And the digestion of the dog is really important because there's the gut skin axis, which helps your dog maintain a glossy, shiny, healthy coat. So you want the skin to be nourished, and you want the coat to be soft to the touch. So a serving size of this is 1 teaspoon for a large dog, like Mozart's 85 pounds. And for dogs under 50 pounds, you would just use half a teaspoon. So this has got live probiotics in it. So once it's opened, you want to keep it in the fridge so as the probiotics last longer. So I just wanted to show you the powder of the gut health, and this is $16.99. So I'll just show you the powder. You can see it's granulated, and you can see it, and the dogs love the taste. And you would just sprinkle on your dog's regular food that they eat. So if your dog is eating kibble or raw food or homemade dog food or fresh frozen food, this is something that the dogs love the taste of. It's all natural. It's got apple fiber in it, the live probiotics, and yeast as well. So it's like a 3-in-1 prebiotic, probiotic, and postbiotic. Note the bowl is licked clean. There's nothing else there for him. And so when would you give it to your dog? I give it to him on a daily basis. So I just sprinkle it on top of his food. He eats homemade dog food, and we'll talk about recipes for that in a minute, but you can use it on any dog's food. He likes to eat a variety of different things, and sometimes friends give him, like if we're having a barbecue, they'll give him like sausage or beef or chicken or like a huge variety of stuff that he probably shouldn't be eating. And so this just maintains his gut. So if he did get an upset tummy from people giving him, and also he's very good at finding things on the street, like street pizza. Even when he's on leash, he he must be scanning, and he can just find all these delicious street treats, even though I try to also scan and prevent him from doing it, but sometimes he's smarter than me and has found them before I can stop him. So this helps maintain his gut so he doesn't get an upset tummy with all of that stuff. But if he did get an upset tummy, then I would triple the amount that I'm giving him for a couple of days to help stabilize the stomach. So we have a promotion that we're running right now on Amazon. And so this is our other bowl booster that you can add to any dog's diet, and it's excellent for senior dogs. Mozart is considered a senior dog because he's 10 years old, so he's an old man, but he still acts like a young dog, and this is one of his secrets to his vitality and his youth, because it helps lubricate the joints, and it also is a general anti-inflammatory for the whole body, but it's particularly good also for giving the dog a glossy, shiny coat. And so there's 150 servings of green lip mussel in this for a dog that is under 50 pounds. For a big dog like Mozart, that is, about half of that. So in here, I'm just going to open it up and show you that we have a teeny tiny scoop, and you have to like put your fingers in and dig around. And there you go. This is the teeny tiny scoop that comes in the packet. And yes, it is delicious. Dogs love it. It is a single ingredient. It is just New Zealand green lip mussels from New Zealand. From the pristine waters of New Zealand. So we get the green lip mussels, they're dehydrated, and then they are ground into a fine powder. So I'm just going to put this teeny tiny little serving for this guy in the bowl, and you can see he's like, oh yeah, that's good, that's delicious. No, you don't need the spoon. We're going to keep the little teeny tiny spoon. So New Zealand green lip mussel, like I said, is grown in New Zealand, and it's got nothing else added to it. It's a single ingredient. So we're just going to get rid of that because I don't want them looking for it. And so there's sometimes a slight variety in the color of the mussel powder, and that's because there's nothing, we're not adding an artificial dye to make it like a consistent color all the time. It's just a natural color based on the mussels that have been harvested, dehydrated, and then ground up. So we have, like I said, we have the special running right now. This is $30.25, but you can get this bundle for $30.25. So you're basically getting the gut health for free. It's because the gut health is one of our newer products, and we want more people to try it. We also have a bundle that's available with the vitamin mineral premix. So this is the vitamin mineral premix, and this is the gut health. And so you can get these two as a bundle for $54.99. This is normally $54.99 on its own. Also, you can get it on Subscribe and Save, which drops it down to $49.49. So homemade dog food vitamin premix is exactly what it says. So if you have whole food ingredients that you add this powder to, then you turn it into complete and balanced homemade dog food. So why would you want to make your dog their own dog food? Is because it's super premium food, and it's not like your dogs are drinking and smoking. So the easiest way to improve your dog's health is to feed it a higher quality food and feed it less of it. So homemade dog food is the best food you can make. It doesn't have chemicals in it. It's not been subjected to harsh processing. You're going to have peace of mind knowing exactly what is in your dog's bowl, and you can tailor your dog's diet to exactly what they need. Mozart loves eating his homemade dog food, And it's so simple to make. I just put a stock pot on the stove and have chicken and rice in there, and then add the vitamin mineral premix to make it complete and balanced. There are 3 recipes on the back of each packet. So the chicken and rice recipe is on the back. Oh, it's chicken, rice, and carrots on the back of the chicken vitamins. And there's also beef, sweet potatoes, and peas. And another recipe is eggs, macaroni, and broccoli. And we know that egg prices vary quite dramatically based on whether they're just like regular human grade eggs, or you might even be raising your own chickens and have a surplus of eggs. And eggs are an excellent source of protein for your dog. And so you just add this to the whole food ingredients, and it's going to give your dog everything that they need so as they can live their best life. And by being in control of your dog's diet, it means that they're going to have less health issues. They've demonstrated through different studies that dogs that are fed fresh whole foods live 20% longer. So with a big breed, most dogs typically live till they're 10 years of age. But if you're feeding them fresh whole food, that's another 2 years. They can live till 12 years of age and not have the debilitating diseases caused by dog's diet that shortens their lifespan. I'm talking about obesity being one of the biggest problems that over 40% of dogs in America are suffering from. By feeding fresh homemade food, you're not only going to save money on the food that you're giving to your dog, you're going to save money on potential diet-related vet expenses. And also you're going to be saving the planet because you're reducing your dog's carbon footprint, or carbon paw print. When dogs are eating fresh homemade dog food, the amount of poop that they produce is up to 75% less. That's because the fresh food that you're feeding your dog is more bioavailable. That means more nutrients are absorbed into the dog's system, and they're getting more out of the fresh homemade food, and so less waste is produced. So you've got better ingredients going into their system, and they feel better, so they have more energy, their immunity is boosted, and they reach and maintain their ideal weight. So one of the problems with being overweight is you're putting extra stress on the dog's joints. So by reducing the dog's excessive weight, then they're taking less stress off the joints. So if you have a senior dog, we would recommend giving them this, making your own homemade dog food. It's very easy. You can freeze the dog food, do some batch cooking. And like I said, we have bundles available with special pricing. So this is essentially free if you buy these together. You have to look for the bundle when you click on to the vitamins, and you see it. And then if you don't want to cook for your dog, but you still want to give a boost to your dog's health, we have what we call the bowl boosters, which are this bundle, which is the gut health and the green lip muscle. And this is going to really help your dog just feel better, have more mobility. Some of the signs that your dog is struggling with, maybe arthritis, is if they're very slow to sit down or very slow to get up, or if they no longer can jump into the car unaided, or if they're avoiding stairs, if they can't get up on the bed, if they can't get up on the couch, if they're licking their joints in a way that could be signifying that they're in pain, or if when they're walking, they're like really stiff, or they're limping, they're hopping around. You can see it in, when you go to the dog park, you can see, oh, that dog's, it's not moving with the freedom and the range of movement that they used to have. So this is going to help lubricate the joints and alleviate this. You can use this in conjunction with other remedies as well. You don't have, if you have your dog on a particular drug, then you can also use this in conjunction with that, and it works fine. This will actually help line the dog's tummy, which makes it a little more easier for your dog's digestion. But the digestion product on its own is this one. It's called Gut Health. It's our 3-in-1 probiotic, and we have a little card here. So balances digestive health and gut flora. So gut flora is the healthy bacteria in your dog's tummy. And so we have this probiotic blend of 4 different probiotics that are live in this product. So like I said, you need to keep it in the fridge. And then the prebiotic is inulin from chicory root, and the postbiotic is yeast. And yeast is also like a palatant. Dogs love the smell of that. And we also have apple fiber, which is natural. So this is an all-natural product to support your dog's health. And then it says supports anti-diarrhea. So like I was saying, if your dog eats street pizza, or some well-meaning house guest is giving your dog something that it shouldn't eat, this will help fix your dog's tummy. So you would triple the amount of the daily dosage. But if you have your dog on a maintenance basis, it's not going to, like, the dog's health is not going to, tummy is not going to go crazy. Assists in reducing gas. I know some dogs have particularly bad gas, and that's to do with what you're feeding your dog. But so feeding fresh homemade dog food would help best. So then you can know exactly what's in your dog's bowl. And then, when you feed a dog kibble, it like expands in the dog's gut, because it's a dry palate, and then it's doubling in size. That's got to be really uncomfortable. Helps support bowel health and stool quality. So you know what I mean? Like when you go to pick up the dog's waste and it's not easy to pick up, this is going to make it like a nice firm poop that you can pick up. Gut skin axis promotes healthy skin and coat. So I've talked about that. There's the axis between the dog's tummy, and there's a dialogue between the dog's skin and coat with the axis. They say that the gut is the first brain, and I believe it. So that's how microbes evolve, is they're just very small, and so that's how evolution has worked. And this is how wolves self-domesticated themselves, by eating human food. They fell in love with snacks, and so they were the first animal that humans apparently bred. And so then the traits of the wolves, like animals that were less aggressive, they're going to be more welcoming to cave sites. And so they changed behavior by the breeding, the self-selection, breeding animals that were less aggressive, got more food, because they were allowed closer to the camps and then brought into the camps, and like I said, were breeding. So boosts immunity as well, and also improves nutrient absorption. Hey, Mozart. And supports weight loss. So here he is. He's a nice, fit 10-year-old dog, and he's still active. So I'm grateful that you joined me today. So check out the bundles that are available, and I look forward to hearing from you guys. Bye.